Shifting is actually really, really simple. Okay, shifting to a new reality, changing your life, manifesting is really, really simple when you understand this. So the chances are you've watched a bunch of videos about this and you try different techniques and maybe you just don't know what to do. But it literally comes down to just one thing, and that is changing your identity, changing your personal identity, who you think you are fundamentally, in terms of how you think, what you do, the way what you feel, your behavior patterns, everything about you that makes up you, your identity, needs to change. When you change it, you will shift almost instantly, and it becomes like this easy, fun, exciting, adventurous thing, instead of this annoying, confusing thing where you read a bunch of stuff, you watch videos, you try and figure it out, and nothing actually works. So when you understand this, shifting becomes easy. Super, super easy, like the easiest thing you've ever done. And in this video, I just want to share a couple of ways that you can actually shift your identity. And when you do it, it will happen fast, like really fast. So you need to be prepared for that, because the chances are you're kind of attached to your current life, your current reality that you're living now. The chances are it's very comfortable. You're very familiar with it. It's very easy and safe, or at least, even if it doesn't feel safe to you, to your subconscious, to a large part of you, it is safe, because you're familiar with it and you know that this is how it is, right? I'll just turn my alarm off here. So just bear in mind, this is going to change your life. You're going to leave your current life and shift and create a different one. So that's the first thing. The second thing, so the way you actually do this is you need to start, firstly, identify your current identity. Like, who do you think you are? Okay, what is your monthly income? What are your hobbies? Like, what do you enjoy doing? What would you do if you had $10 million? What's your current identity? And you write that down. And then the next step is you write down your desired reality. Who do you want to become? And this is where you talk about your desired identity, the person, not the type of person, but the actual person that you want to become. Because really, with shifting, you're not actually changing and manifesting specific things. You're actually just becoming a different person completely. Like, you're actually changing who you are. And really, it's about fundamentally like remembering who you are, as opposed to changing. Changing is maybe the wrong word. You're really remembering who you truly are, deep down. Before you were conditioned to be the person you are now, through limiting beliefs, society, culture, whatever, you're remembering the person you truly are, deep down. And so one of the ways you can do that is you can start to feel the feelings that you would have if you manifested what you're trying to manifest. Let's say, the example I'm going to use here is if you're trying to manifest money, because a lot of people are trying to manifest money, abundance, right? Wealth. So if you're trying to manifest money, the feeling, the emotions, the feeling that you get when you have millions of dollars is a sense of peace, safety, calmness, freedom, and comfort and security, right? You feel like everything's chill, you can relax, you can do what you want, you don't have to worry about stuff like bills, costs, taxes, fees. This stuff doesn't matter to you. You never stress or worry about that stuff, because it's always taken care of. Your money, you make money from your money in the form of interest and investments and dividends. Like, you don't worry about bills and the price of stuff. The money is just always there. So that's the feeling you have: freedom, safety, comfort. You can relax. So to practice manifesting, to shift into that identity, you need to practice that feeling before you actually have the money, in this case, or before you have the millions of dollars. So really, it's essentially like a visualization practice, or a practice of imagining and putting yourself into that viewpoint, that perspective. And there's different ways of doing this. There's different techniques, different tools and things you can use to help you manifest by visualizing that. So pick whichever one works best for you. What I like to do is just close my eyes and just imagine, start asking myself questions. Imagine, what would it feel like if I had $10 million in the bank? And then the answers just come up. Like, I just generate the answers. Like, it would feel pretty good, it would feel comfortable, I'd feel safe, happy, secure. Okay, what would I do with my time? if I had $10 million in the bank? Well, I would walk around in nature. Maybe I'll go traveling. I would buy cool stuff. I guess you go through with it, and eventually you get to the true answers. And it might take a bit of time. The answers might start off as one thing, and then you really go through with it and play with it, and then you realize the answer is actually something else, and you actually want something else. And you thought you wanted money, but really the money was just like a tool to get what you truly want. And maybe what you truly want is to go on a giant fishing trip with your buddies, or maybe you want to do a really beautiful piece of art and spend 6 months making this beautiful piece of art, or maybe you want to go on a backpacking trip through India, right? And so you have to separate the money from what you truly want to do with the money. And then once you have done that, so once you've focused on the feeling of what does it feel like to have the money, right? Then focus on what does it feel like to actually do the thing that you're going to use the money to do. If this doesn't make sense, please just rewatch it, because hopefully you'll get it like the second time round if you didn't get it the first time round. So let's say in this example you want to backpack through India. Well, in that case, the feeling is not necessarily comfort and security. The feeling that you want is adventure, being alive, being present, the unknown, right? This is very different feelings to the money. But most of the time, you think you want the money, but you actually don't want the money. You want what the money will give you. And in this case, you don't even need the money to do that. You can backpack through India now, practically, save up a few $100s. You can already do that now, if that's your particular goal. So you need to get really clear in order to shift. Okay, and shifting, when you understand this, shifting becomes really easy. In order to shift, you need to figure out what you're actually trying to shift into. Okay? Because most likely you don't want to shift into a reality where you have millions of dollars, but you have to work 100 hours a week in a high-paced finance job that you find really boring. Because now you're stressed, you have no time, and you can't enjoy the money anyway. So get really clear about what you actually want. And there are other ways of doing this. There are other ways of shifting. I'm going to be talking a little bit more in this channel about shifting, changing your reality, manifesting. Let me know if this is something you're interested in. And in the description, I've put a link to a program that I'm putting together, which guides you through a transformation. It actually helps you to manifest, to shift, to change your reality, to experience what you want, whether that's manifesting and generating millions, or an amount of money, abundance, right? Whatever is abundant to you, or whether that's manifesting love, your dream relationship, your dream partner, friends, whatever the case may be. I will guide you in this program through shifting and manifesting into your dream reality. So the link's in the description. It explains a lot more about how it works, my story, and how it can help you. So check that out.